Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Living with Spice. I'm Rebecca Gabrielle. Lovely to have you join me. We're going to be doing a card reading for Leo for the week of the 15th through to the 30th. Sorry, it's not a week, it's 2 weeks for the second half of June. So as you know, these are general readings. It's not going to fit everybody's situation, but you are welcome to contact me for a private reading if you'd like to. Now, I also on my channel have love readings for the month as well as monthly readings for every zodiac sign, so you can check those out too. All right, let's get into your read, Leo. If you are loving the way I'm doing these reads, please don't forget to let me know. Give it a thumbs up, share it, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, don't forget to do that. All right, let's see what's in store for you, Leo. All right, Leo, we're just going to check in with Spirit to ask for some cards to give us a general theme of what is coming up for you the 15th through to the 30th of June. Thank you, Spirit. What else do you have for Leo, 15th through the 30th of June? Thank you. We've got some really beautiful energy coming up here for you. Certainly things are changing, you know. The Wheel of Fortune is in motion here. It's time to take some action. It's time to set things in motion here, Leo, which is great. We've got some great energy surrounding you too with this soulmate lovers card. So this is you can feel, this can be a number of things. It can be you connecting really closely to your purpose and really feeling connected with Spirit, you know, without a doubt, you know, this is strong energy of connection. Could also be that you are meeting your soulmate. So it does depend on what's going on in your life at the moment, since it's a general read. What else, Spirit? So it's very much a time of action and very purposeful action at the moment for you. Yeah. So we've got here, yeah. So it's like you've been given the green light, Leo, to now start taking action, to get the ball rolling, to take charge of a situation, to to really sort of create the momentum and get things happening. So the Wheel of Fortune, things are changing anyway, but it does require you to take some very purposeful steps forward and to really be connected in with your purpose, connected in with what you love to do, and connected in with who you are as a person. So again, as I say, if you're not in a relationship, it's about connecting in with Spirit. Now, let me just say, when it comes to soulmate relationships, they're not always heterosexual relationships. You could have soulmate in your family, you could have a soulmate in a friend, you know, and that person is in your life to help you, to support you, give you guidance, to be your advocate, to help you with the decisions, basically be that go-to person to and be that backstop for you. So I feel that there is someone in your energy at the moment, Leo, that represents that for you, and is going to be your advocate going forwards, because I feel like you're gathering momentum now to go, right, I'm going to say something, I'm going to do something, I'm going to get things underway. So we've got the Three of Pentacles, purposeful action. It's forward-focused energy. It's about you creating balance, going step by step by step by step, and yeah, you're on your way. You're on your way. Now, it does take a lot of courage sometimes to get up and get going. You know, sometimes we can have obstacles around us. We can have what feels like people who are not on the same journey, or it could be just a steep learning curve. But certainly sometimes we hit the bumps along the road, and it's just going to take a little bit of courage. If it's feeling daunting, then don't forget you've got this person who's your backstop to encourage you, to walk with you, to go the journey with you. So don't be put off by that. Okay, you've got the ability to do this. And you've certainly got the the right mindset and the right intention to make things happen. Now, in all of this, you are also spending time just withdrawing in moments, and maybe it might be when you're feeling like you're having to pull together your courage. You have the moon energy here, which is a desire to feel safe, a desire to feel, am I okay? For some of you, am I being approved of? Am I going to be in harm's way? It's all about those feelings that we have when we're going through that sort of, I've got to find some courage here to do something and be brave. And we kind of go into a little bit of self-doubt. And we want to, of course, protect ourselves from harm's way, but that's just a natural human reaction. Perhaps you can focus your energy more on what it is that you want to achieve, and what's that stronger, more motivating energy, that we're showing the rest of the world. But I feel that it's important for you to remember that when you're having periods of, gosh, this is feeling a little bit too hard, refocus on that desire to do really well. Whatever it is that you're fearing, put your energy into the opposite and say, I can do this, I can do this, I can make this happen. And certainly, Leo, you do, because we've got the High Priestess energy. Somehow you manage to pull it together and become that beautiful, empowered energy here that we see in the High Priestess. She really does draw on her previous experience, her wisdom, her feminine influence. So it's like stepping into that goddess energy, Leo, and this is what gives you that momentum to create very important change, to really get the ball rolling. So don't fear and don't pull away from this opportunity. Gather all of your inner strength, and you will find the right kind of guidance when you step into that goddess energy, because what you're doing is that you're stepping into your higher power. You're stepping into what you truly know and what Spirit is helping you to see and remind you of what you truly know. Because you've got the stuff. You never need to fear it. You do have what it takes to get things happening in your life. So I want to pull some cards from the Angel Tarot deck. What else does Leo need to know that perhaps is a little hidden at the moment? What insights can you share with Leo about creating change? Being quite decisive about it, purposeful, remember. Your energy is purposeful and focused. And there's a reason for that. So perhaps now's a really good time to look at your reason. So the moon card is talking about your yearning desire. So let's focus on your purpose. What is that desire? What is that? And make that your driving force, Leo, your purpose. What you're fearing is things not working out the way you'd hoped. So there is some fear in you. Do not let this hold you back. It's really important that you see the positives of every situation, and life is that it sometimes doesn't always go smoothly, but I think you're kind of worried more than you need to, and you're fearing making a mistake, you're fearing messing it all up. But I don't think you need to fear. I think that's just part of your learning journey right now, Leo. Just stay with that High Priestess energy to help guide you and to keep you focused on your purpose. She's sitting right underneath the Purposeful Action card here. Right, so we have the Knight of Water here. Falling in love. And this could be falling in love with your purpose, your journey, or it could be that you meet someone special in your life. It's also about all of those intense emotions that you're feeling and the importance of balancing these emotions. There's going to be connection with a lot of people. It's going to invoke a lot of feelings within you. there's a sense of love of what you're doing. So you do kind of switch between the fear and the empowered high priestess energy. You're going between the two, and that's okay. I guess that's about testing the waters and testing yourself, testing your own inner courage, you know, as you swing between these two energies. So you go from fear to strength and back again, and yes, there is a lot of emotions happening here. So it's important for you at this time to remember to observe when that happens and be mindful of bringing yourself back to center, to balance those emotions, okay? You know, the swing is when we're feeling really powerfully connected to our purpose. We can feel a great deal of love. Now, for some of you, this is actually going to be a love relationship, which is fabulous. There's a lot of emotional fulfillment that's coming out with these cards. For those of you who are not in a relationship, it's about really falling in love with life and yourself and your ability to create and to be on purpose and know, I can do this. And that's an important part of your journey as well, Leo. But always, always bringing it back to balance. So the High Priestess, it's great to feel that sense of empowerment, but we've got to be balanced in our emotions. Yeah, so rely on the inner guidance and your intuition to help you to balance out when you're feeling more emotional. Now, emotions can be positive emotions, and they can also be negative emotions. Perhaps it's just about managing the swing of those emotions. Oh, dropping my cards. All right, so what else, Spirit? Okay. Oh, goodness gracious. We've got the Three of Air cards, so yeah. You know, Leo, if for some reason your fears get the better of you and something doesn't quite turn out the way you would like it to, it's really important that you allow yourself to heal and understand why you feel the way you do. And it's about forgiving yourself and forgiving others. So again, it's coming back to perhaps understanding your emotions and understanding that our emotions give us the indication of what we need to heal within ourselves. So when we're feeling an extreme of emotion, high or low, it's a really great opportunity to ask why we're feeling that and what is it telling us about ourselves. You know, for better or worse, whatever. And if you are experiencing a period of or something where you feel disappointed in yourself even, if things haven't worked out to the best of the way you wanted it to, what are you experiencing on the inside? What are you telling yourself and what are you feeling? And then use that as an opportunity to help you move through the process of understanding why you think the way you do and why you respond the way you do. So use this as a way to love yourself and understand yourself, have insights around yourself, because the High Priestess is very intuitive. Use that as a way of gaining inner guidance and inner wisdom about yourself. It's a learning journey. All right, so what can the angel messages give us for further information around this? Whoa, yeah, okay, just what we needed to hear is love and accept yourself. The angels, thank you, angels, for lovingly guiding me to self-acceptance. Okay, so I feel at some stage, Leo, you go into a little bit of blame game and feeling a little bit down and out about something. Is this just another opportunity that the universe is giving you to go, hey, I'm okay. I'm going to get through this. This is what I understand about myself. I love myself enough to understand the experience I'm having and what I can learn from it. That is an act of self-love, Leo, and that is the way Spirit is, guiding you to look at your situations. As things happen in life, it's always important to come back to a space of loving and appreciating where you are on the journey. It's not about perfection. It's about using the wisdom to understand what is going on. So again, here we go. So part of this learning journey is speaking your truth, acknowledging your truth to yourself and to others, and to always come from a place of integrity. So if for some reason, stuff happens and it's not the way you want it to, always come from a place of integrity to resolve the situation, whether it's in yourself or with others. So speak your truth, be honest with yourself, be honest with others, which I'm sure, Leo, you always are. But this is about building your resilience. It's not about saying you're a truthful person or not. It's not about that. It's about you being able to face the things that are difficult to face sometimes. And it's also about you building your inner strength and your inner courage. This is what you're doing. You're building that inner strength and that resilience for when stuff happens in life. Because it looks to me from the cards that are here that you are learning to heal layer upon layer. The wounds that used to be, difficult to overcome are now becoming easier as you're learning and having all of these experiences. Let's have a look what the Gaia Oracle card deck has to offer you, Leo. So please don't be hard on yourself. Always come from a place of love and respect for who you are. This is how we learn in life. This is how we grow. This is how we get better at doing things. And be upfront about stuff. And just that way, the situation heals quickly. When we speak our truth and we're upfront about the situation and we don't hide from the situation, then we can get through this more quickly, and we can come from a place of love. We can restore equilibrium again and move on and get back to your purpose, which is what it's all about. You have a hidden gift. A hidden gift. There is a hidden gift. There's a hidden gift in the situation that's unfolding. So again, if you have been disappointed over something and something didn't quite turn out for you, don't worry. This represents an opportunity for you to have a fresh start or a fresh perspective or a new learning around this. It seems that something's going to rock your boat a little bit, but it's a learning opportunity for you. So the card is representing perhaps something coming to an end or something not making you feel very happy. And it could also be about you just fearing change, that things can be a little bit challenging for you. You've got the test of courage here. But the card has a positive side to this. This whole situation here does definitely have a positive side to this. And it's here to remind you that there's a new beginning awaiting for you, a new awareness, a new growth, a new opportunity. And I love the positive, nurturing, you've got this kind of feeling that's coming out with these two cards here, Leo. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget this amazing, amazing, amazing High Priestess card. This is you, okay? I feel like this whole experience is about recognizing your amazingness. And you have to come to this. It's, someone can say you're amazing, but sometimes we don't hear it. I feel like this experience is helping you to rise above the situation, to go, I've got this. And that's the hidden gift in the situation for you. Nothing is ever truly lost, okay? Everything is only ever transforming in our life. So if something has changed, it's not that it's gone, it's just that it's transformed into something new. And it's quite likely you're going to have a new revelation out of this whole experience. So if there is an unexpected turn of events, don't worry, it is going to eventually work in your favour. So whatever it is, don't doubt the situation and just focus on your heart centre, because I feel that there's a lot of love around you. There is definitely a lot of love around you It's supporting you. It's helping you to trust and grow through this experience. And the universe is guiding you in a way that's going to be ultimately for your highest good. So I probably would like to encourage you to really look at this video during the next couple of weeks, just to remind you what it is that you need to focus on. I'm going to pull a couple of cards here from this deck. If I can remember what this deck is, I will tell you. It will come to me in a minute. It is the Earth Magic deck. Spirit, what can you share with us, please, for Leo? What guidance and messages do you have for Leo? It's quite a transforming time for you. It's a little bit of stretching of the heart muscle here, but just so that you can know your higher potentiality that perhaps you haven't been noticing up until now. I wasn't expecting to see that. Okay, we've got the full moon completion card here. Let's see why that's popped up. Oh, okay, so it may be the completion of this event or cycle, or a completion of a soul lesson. Yes, okay. Certainly the full moon is illuminating something in your life, and I'd say that it's illuminating an awareness and a lesson for you that you're having. And it also means a completion of something. It's sort of like, when we go through an experience, we just go, you know what, I never need to repeat that cycle or that lesson again. I get it now. So the full moon lets us know that you're about to start something new, because this is the completion, this is the fulfillment of perhaps that soul lesson or that cycle for you. It could also mean for some of you that it's knowing that you've been working towards something, a project in your life, this relationship that comes up, although I'm not really feeling so much it's about the relationship, but rather the completion of something. Yeah. So feel content within yourself and embrace and accept what this cycle and completion means for you. And to enjoy this moment and to relax once things have been completed. You might actually breathe a sigh of relief. It might be go, oh, thank goodness that's over. I've dealt with that now, it's done. And it's like, once we finish that test at courage, you go, oh, thank goodness that's over. So you get there, you have that moment of realization, it's done, which is wonderful. All right, let's have a look at the waterfall card. Maybe things are flowing, are beginning to flow for you. I love that it says effortless. So water naturally flows from higher to lower ground, eventually finding its way to the ocean. One of nature's most exquisite and dynamic demonstrations is the waterfall, graceful, powerful, effortless. She flows steadily around things that might perhaps otherwise be obstacles. The waterfall, extremely patient, persistent, skillful, gradually shaping and carving the passageway down that mountain. Eventually the water comes to a calmer pool for rest before it continues on the journey. There's no strain or stress in this particular movement. The water is actually simply following the natural law of interaction between formations as she's, moving down the mountain. So it's about fluidity and being effortless. So perhaps this is a time where you need to go with the flow as well, Leo. And to, rather than to resist movement or resisting what feels like an obstacle or the edge of something new. You know, when we're about to start something new in our life, we can stand there. It's a bit like standing on the edge of the diving board and you go, do I, don't I, do I, don't I? And you're on that precipice and it's like you're kind of resisting. There's a little bit of fear. You know, Spirit is saying, don't stop yourself on that edge there. Just keep going. Spirit is going to ask you to step over the edge, to step beyond, and just to trust, and to let go of that struggle, that inner resistance. And sometimes we may need to give ourselves a little bit of a push, a little bit of a nudge, just to get us over that stuckness. And then you'll find that things are just going to flow. And so you really want to focus your energy on being fluid with what's happening in your life rather than to resist and sort of pull back. You know, focus on how things can be effortless rather than resisting. Because when we resist something, we actually have to put a lot of energy into resisting. So approach the situation or approach relationships in your life at the moment with awareness, with grace, with a sense of peace and flow. So don't try to do anything. Don't over try to make it easy, and don't over try to make it hard. Just allow. Just let it be. That's the energy that you need to be working with here. It's not about fighting, but just surrendering to Spirit, actually. I think this way you're going to find it's much easier for you to deal with the things that are unfolding when you just allow, and you come from an open heart space. You trust in your inner guidance and your wisdom, and you just know that Spirit's working with you. Spirit has your back, and all of this is coming to completion so that you can have a new beginning, and this is all going to benefit you in the long run. So yeah, we may feel a few of the wobbles, a little bit of fear. You know, we can sort of wound ourselves sometimes with our own fear by not seeing the positive of a situation. But Spirit really wants you to see the positive, to see the bigger picture here, and really love and accept yourself where you're at right now. Focus on your bigger goal. Focus on your purpose. Use that beautiful energy that you start off with in the reading here, this purposeful action, and use that as your guide to pull yourself through this experience. And then just breathe through it. Breathe through it and love yourself along the way. Don't be hard on yourself. All right. Let's take a look at the yes. What are they? These my love cards. What are these ones? Oh dear, I love it. Whispers of Love. This is what it is. The Whispers of Love deck. And these are just so beautifully illustrated as well. So Spirit, what can you share with Leo at this point in time? Leo, you really do need to love yourself and to use this as the energy to pull yourself through to a beautiful new experience. What was I saying? What was I saying? Love who you are. Oh, I love doing these readings. Okay, love who you are. So it says you are divine, delightful and deserving of the wonderful things that life has to offer. Just love it. Okay, look at this beautiful, beautiful card. We've got a boat here, and we've got you just, the energy here expressing a real flow with the wind and the water. Remember, we were talking about emotions and balancing out the emotions. Yeah, look at that. So you may have been conditioned in the past to dwell on problems, but this card is really speaking about shifting your focus back to love. It's important to remember that true reality is all about love, Leo. Choose to take a deep breath and focus on what is true. Negativity will disappear when you affirm that within yourself. Everything is okay when I choose to love. Okay, love and accept yourself, remember? Okay, there are many things that you can do to shift into a more loving flow. Work at having healthy, encouraging conversations with yourself and others. Remember this supportive soulmate energy that's in your life. They're there to be your advocate and to support you. Squash any negative inner dialogue and notice the positive aspects and people in your life. Be realistic about what is going on. Yes, only love is real, but sometimes there is sadness in life. We do doubt and we do worry. This card is about finding the balance in your life. So the challenging times are not so overwhelming. So this is your soul growth opportunity, Leo. Always remember that love is at the core of everything, and that's what's going to help bring you back to center. So the dominant imagery in this card could represent the tree of life, rooted in earth and extending toward heaven. Interesting. No, that's not the image that we have here. So what we have is, we've got the bow of a ship. That's what it is. Okay. So we're on, the maiden extends from the bow of the ship, and the ship is on a rough ocean, which could mirror the need for you to practice self-love here, Leo. So extend your focus to higher possibilities. Raise your vision, your sights, your beliefs to a higher potentiality in yourself. And eventually you're going to find the waters in your emotions are going to calm down. And your journey in life will be more aligned with your dreams. So recognize it's so important for you to love yourself, Leo, and to really use the energy of self-love to help you realize your dreams. When was the last time you gave yourself a pat on the back or acknowledged the things that you have achieved and the love that you have for yourself? And that's what's important here. Having a really good relationship with yourself is number one priority, Leo. And this is going to help you to have positive relationships with other people. So it's about you managing your self-worth and how to view the world around you and your place in the world. So love begins and ends with you, and it's about how you treat yourself and how you feel about yourself. So when you're surrounded by people who are full of love, you may also find it easier to love who you are. So I feel that that is a really important message for you, is really loving who you are, loving, accepting yourself, learning to speak your truth, right? Going with the flow of things, allow things to just happen, and that will be a beautiful equalizer when the storms of life come, and those lumps and bumps in the road are just, the universe giving you an opportunity to practice that self-love. So I feel that that's the crux of your reading, Leo, really embracing that energy of self-love, self-acceptance, and riding those waves when they happen in life. And really use this as an opportunity to develop love and compassion for who you are despite the things that happen in life, and draw on that beautiful wisdom that you have and that high priestess energy. Things are changing and moving in your life because you're going through this beautiful transformative process of building that inner courage, inner resilience, and that beautiful self-love. All right, Leo, we're going to leave it at that. I'm wishing you well, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye now.